Welcome, everyone, to the Lee Schools TV podcast. I'm Adam Wright. Our guest today is Ann Burnett, who is in charge of our lifelong learning classes in the Adult and Career Education Department here at the school district. Ann, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. So before we begin, I just want to remind everyone that you can find the School District of Lee County podcast, Lee Schools TV podcast, on Facebook every Saturday morning at 9. You can also find it on YouTube under Lee County Public Schools. We also have the podcast available on Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud. You can find it there searching Lee County Public Schools. All right, so let's get started, Ann.
Okay.
Can we talk a little bit about your background first?
Yeah, I have been a high school English teacher for 20 years. And I loved my job. I loved my kids, had a great time. And just an opportunity came up and I felt it was time for a change. And so I joined the fabulous Adult and Career Ed department here at the district. And I'm basically coordinating all of the lifelong learning classes for adults. Okay. So it's quite a change, but I did love teaching, you know, when I was a teacher, and a lot of this carries over into that. So
you said you taught for 20 years, so how long here in the school district of Lee County?
So I've been in Lee County for 7 years, and prior to that I was in Colorado, and I taught for Denver Public Schools.
Is that where you're from?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much Colorado, yeah.
So quite a difference in weather.
Quite a difference, yes. I'm enjoying the chill in the air. You know, January brings chilly weather, and I like that because I can, you know, pull out my Colorado clothes, as I call them, my boots and scarves and sweaters.
Which schools what school did you teach here in Lee County?
I taught at Ida Baker High School for 7 years, and then Fort Myers High School for 4 years.
Okay, go Green Wave.
Yay! And Bulldogs.
Yeah, my brother went to Ida Baker, and I went to Fort Myers High. So life. Now you're here at the school district. Lifelong learning classes. So this podcast will primarily be of interest to people who work here at the school district, and also people who may be interested in working here at the school district, because these classes are offered to employees, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us what are lifelong learning classes?
Well, let me clear up a misconception. These classes are for everybody, all adults, and not even just in Lee County. Okay. So if you're in the border, on the border, you can still join our classes. So they're really for any adult that wants to continue learning, for fun, for enrichment, for enjoyment, whatever.
So you don't have to be an employee of the school district?
No, you don't. And a lot of people think that. A lot of district employees actually think that. So I'm trying to clear up that misnomer so that we can fill up our classes.
All right. So I got the website, www.leeschools.net/LLC. That's how people can sign up.
Absolutely.
So tell me about all the different classes that are offered. So people who may be interested in signing up for a class, what kind of things can they expect to see and take part in?
So we've got a little bit of everything. We have various series, art series, software series or computer series, culinary series, and language series is a big one for us. So we are excited to bring, a few new classes into the mix. We've got barbecue starting up, and it's barbecue smoking. The instructor is actually bringing his own, smoker to the campus here. So they'll be doing some in-class learning and some, outside barbecuing up various items. We also have a history class starting, a history series. So he'll do a different time period every session. So we're excited to bring that one. And that's the instructor for that is a Fort Myers teacher. He's incredible. I think I want to take his class actually. And then we also are bringing another culinary class, International Baking and Pastries. That's actually out at East Lee County. They have a brand new beautiful kitchen out there, and it's taught by Chef Phillips, and really outstanding guy. They just won, or I think they got Taster's Choice or whatever at the taco cook-off downtown. Okay. So his team just came home with that. We also offer basic life support classes, so CPR classes, and those are both certification and recertification, and those are open to everybody, medical professionals as well as the layperson. We also have various software classes or computer classes, all the way from basic computers, for those that literally need to know how to turn on their computer, save things, social media or whatever, all the way up to we have a QuickBooks class. We also have Adobe Illustrator, which is a really difficult program. So we're happy to bring that one here. Excel, Microsoft Office. So we've got various computer classes. Our art classes are phenomenal. We have watercolor, acrylics. We're bringing in a new pottery class right now in January, and we're really excited about that. We also have like seasonal crafts, just different things. And then our ever popular language series, we have everything from Spanish, multiple levels of Spanish, up to, we have a conversational French, conversational German. We're trying to bring in conversational Italian, so we'll see if I can find an instructor. And then, of course, conversational English for so many that are in our ESOL program here. So,
obviously a wide variety of different classes for people who are interested in a lot of different things. So if we could back up a little bit, and so people who are maybe interested in taking a class, can we talk about where, so these classes are offered here at the district, but there's also some classes that are at different schools, right? And so can you tell me about like who teaches these classes and like how often they meet? Things like
yes,
that.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Most of our classes are offered here at the district building on the east side of the building. We have various classrooms that we used by day for GED and ESOL, and then in the evening for the lifelong learning classes. We also have classes at Cypress Lake High School, Bonita Springs High School, Lehigh High School, Lehigh Senior High School, Cape Coral High School, and I think that's it. So we try to, bring a smaller portion of classes to those, mostly language. We also offer citizenship classes. In Dunbar Community School, sorry. So we offer citizenship classes. Those have been really popular. And a lot of the computer classes at some of those other sites. But those sites have some of the equipment that we need, like pottery is at Cypress. The international baking class is at East Lee County High School. And so we do offer them at other sites as well. And then what was the other part of your question?
How often, so people who may be interested in taking class, what can they expect as far as like a time commitment for these classes?
Oh, thank you. So most of our classes are 6 weeks long. So it'll be like every Monday for 6 weeks, minus holidays and so forth. They're 2-hour classes. So we keep the cost very affordable because really what lifelong learning is trying to do is promote Lee County School District and make us partners with the community. So we really want to offer that service to our surrounding communities so that the adults in the community know what Lee Schools has to offer them, as well as the kids in the community, really. So we only charge about $4 per credit hour. So you're looking at a 6-week course for only $53.
Yeah, I was going to ask because that's probably the main question people will want to know is, are these classes free? How much do I have to pay if there's a cost? So it sounds pretty affordable.
Yeah, and some of them, they'll increase in price because of supplies cost. The baking, the culinary courses, they're a little more expensive because you have to pay for, prep time and, of course, all the supplies, but you definitely get your money's worth. You'll be taking food home with you. So it's definitely worth the extra, cost above and beyond, the hourly cost.
So again, I'm sorry that I started the podcast by implying that it's only for employees, but I think that kind of goes to show like just how kind of what you said, the message that you're trying to get out is that it's for any adults out there in Lee County or beyond, I guess, that may be interested in taking a class. So another thing I wanted to talk about was, so why would people want to take these classes? Because a lot of people assume, you get your high school diploma, then maybe go on to college, get your college degree, and a lot of people probably just stop you know, trying to learn things or educating themselves post-college. They think, okay, I've got my degree, now I've got my job. I'm done learning. I'm done with school. So can you talk about why the importance of lifelong learning?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, as a teacher, you know, as a basically 20-year veteran teacher, words cannot explain how important learning is, continuing to learn and grow. And, you know, it never stops. My husband's grandmother lived to be 99 and she was still learning new things. She was taking classes on the side and getting out there and playing cards or doing her own research and reading. So it just never stops. Once you stop, I feel like, you know, why bother?
Yeah.
So I think it's really important to continue learning in life. And we try to make classes that are fun, engaging, and affordable so that folks can continue to do that. Our main demographic right now is retirees. So we love the snowbirds because they fill up our classes. You know, they know we're here generally, and they want to do something fun on the side. Or maybe somebody has a small business and they want to learn Excel, you know, or QuickBooks. And so we have a lot of folks taking those classes. We have some small businesses that are sending their employees here for the conversational English classes and some of those basic computer skills classes. We have how to use your Android and how to use your Apple device. So some of them are sending their employees here. They're sending their managers here for Spanish classes, you know, so that they can communicate better with their employees. And we are trying to grow our our base demographic and go kind of beyond the snowbirds. We love the snowbirds, but we also want some younger people in there, and that's why we are bringing classes like barbecue, you know, the Illustrator, the French class, German, you know, some of these, and a lot of the arts classes, trying to kind of bring in a little bit of everyone. And a little aside, people can bring folks younger than 18 if they are with them and if they are paying and if they are obviously not any sort of discipline problem whatsoever. So like a mother, you know, daughter baking class or something like that. And we're talking like older, you know, a very mature teenager, I guess. But, you know, I have a mom who called and wants to take a computer class with her son. So, you know, with a phone call, I can, you know, okay that.
Okay. So kind of case by case basis, you take a look. Right. So would the child be a paying student as well? They would both.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely.
All right. How do people who, you know, go through these classes and finish them, do they get technical certifications? Is it things that they can put on their resume?
Okay. We have thought about that a lot because of the type of program we have and the way we're funded and keeping costs affordable. We don't offer that, but we can direct them to get that. And that's something that they would do on the site anyway through Pearson. So yeah, we can definitely do that. What they do get is a certificate at the end, especially for the computer classes. And it says like, you know, they were in this class for this many hours. And also the language classes, you know, because some employers may have sent them or whatever. So they might want that to have on file or whatever. Also, it's just a pride thing, you know, we did this and this is what I have to show for it. It also, for district employees, it counts towards recertification hours. So like our ASL, that was the language I missed, ASL, American Sign Language, those students got a certificate that they can then use, you know, when they go to renew their teaching license. So that's what we offer as far as that goes.
So talking to you beforehand, one of the main reasons that you wanted to come on the podcast was obviously to let people know about this, but also because sometimes people will sign up for a class and it may have to be canceled ahead of time because not enough people signed up. I know firsthand, I actually signed up for a Photoshop class a few months ago, and it ended up getting canceled. I got my money back because the class didn't happen, but yeah. So how often does that happen?
So that's been the struggle. I am new to this position. I just started in August, so been trying to learn everything, you know, about this role. And so that is the toughest part, is getting enough people to sign up. I had 40 classes offered a second session, and 20 of them ran, which is great. I mean, as far as lifelong learning class history goes, I guess, but still I want more. I want to fill up all those classes. I've got professional teachers on hand. I've got these amazing, these instructors come from all the different high schools. Some of them come from outside of the district. And, they're eager to teach what they love to adults, a captive audience. So when I have to cancel a class, it's just discouraging. People are very patient. They understand, we have to have 8 in order to run a class. And so they are understanding about that. And we are offering Photoshop this session. And hopefully it'll fly this time. But that is something I'm trying to do, is get out there and market more, so that more than just district employees know about these classes. And hopefully now district employees will tell friends and neighbors, hey, these classes are not just for me, they're for everybody, so we can get the word out.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, I was just going to say, part of the reason that I thought it was for district employees strictly was, we get emails reminding us, hey, these classes are being offered. Click this link to sign up. Internal emails for school district employees. Right. So how else do you go about getting the message out there to people in the community who maybe don't work for the school district?
So we do those, and as you know, being a district employee, we can only send out so many of those. So I try to keep it to 4 a year. We offer 5 a year. We offer basically 5 sessions of classes. And then I also use Constant Contact, which is an email blast. We have all of our previous lifelong learning participants in there, all of our GED and ESOL students in there, and that's about 16,000 people, or I think it's 60,000 actually. So that goes out, but a lot of those people may have moved away from the area, so it's constantly updating. We also use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And then I have been hitting the pavement. I've been getting out there, putting up posters, handing out flyers. I'm very grateful that some schools have invited me to their school of choice open houses, which happened in December, and then they're still happening now in January. So I'm going to those, and that's where students get to see the school and what it's all about. And of course, they're there with their parents. So I'm just handing out flyers to all the parents, like, you too can learn too. You too can continue learning. So I am trying to get the flyers out, just getting the word out to parents, so that, adults, so that they know that these are offered to them as well.
Have you ever gone through one of the classes?
Yes, I took the watercolor class with my mom and a friend and her daughter, and we had a great time. It was so kind of soothing, and, first of all, we learned a lot, but then we just got to paint for 2 hours, and I have 2 little kids. I have all kinds of stuff going on, and to just sit there for 2 hours and be able to paint and create, it was, I don't know, I don't want to sound too fruity, but magical. It was wonderful to just be able to sit. And the instructor would say, what do you guys want to learn? What do you want to do now? And we would all be just in our own space. There was no music on or anything. It was just silence. We all just wanted to be in there painting together, and then we'd go around and look at each other's stuff. It was just a nice environment and very creative. It was terrific. I loved it. And of course, I want to sign up for all of my classes because they just sound so fun and exciting, So I'm thinking about doing international baking, maybe with my daughter. I want to do pottery. So I would love to learn German and French. It's just kind of endless. Yeah. If only I had more time.
So 6 weeks, 1 night a week, 2-hour classes. Are they all, I remember the class that I signed up for was, I think, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Yes. Are they all 6 to 8?
They are all 6 to 8 p.m. in general. At the other sites, classes are Tuesday, Thursday nights. Here at the district, they're Monday through Thursday nights, 6 to 8. Some of them are only 4 weeks. Some of them are shorter than others, like the CPR class. Also, the citizenship class is shorter. So some of them are a little shorter, like maybe 4 evenings. And we also do offer a couple of day ones at Dunbar Community School. So we do offer citizenship and conversational English from 2 to 4 at Dunbar Community School. We also offer here at the district, we're doing a 4 to 6 p.m. Spanish 1A class, and that'll hopefully get some of our district employees, that are leaving and they don't want to wait around for 2 hours. So we're kind of offering that class just in that different time slot for folks.
All right, so classes this go around begin on January 14th.
Yeah, we have a whole new slew of classes starting January 14th, and a lot more starting the next week after. We are trying to fill up those classes. Seats are going actually pretty fast, especially with some of our more popular ones. So, we're really encouraging people to sign up to register now. Mm-hmm. If they just go to www.leeschools.net/LLC, then you just click on the site you're interested on. You'll see some boxes, and then it gives you the full listing of the classes that are offered at those sites. Okay. So it's really easy. You click on it. You can read the description of the classes, and then you click the button that says register, and then you just fill out the information and you're good to go. Okay,
and so just a few more days to get signed up if they want to.
Just a few more days.
And so yes. if anybody misses, this go around, mm-hmm. when will the next batch of classes be offered?
So the last batch before summer will be after spring break. Okay. So I'll push those postings out probably sometime at the end of February is when those classes will kind of be put together. So, and then we do offer some summer classes, but it's a, condensed version of what we offer during the school year.
Okay. And so, you've got cooking classes, history classes, foreign language classes, mm-hmm. Computer technical skills classes. Mm-hmm. So just a wide variety for anybody out there who's interested in anything. Take a look, again, www.leeschools.net/LLC. Got the list of all the different classes mm-hmm. available there. Mm-hmm. So check it out. And again, I think I asked, maybe we kind of glossed over it, but I think you briefly mentioned that some of our own high school teachers or teachers from the district teach some of these classes, and you said you've got some outside people that come in and teach yes. too, right?
Yes, thank you so much for bringing that up. We have just the best instructors you could ask for. They do their day jobs, they're teachers by day, and then they come here at night just to kind of teach what they love. So most of our instructors are in the district, they're teaching at various schools around the county. And we have a few that we pull from the outside. Our barbecue guy, he's an expert in his field. And he's, ready and eager and waiting to spread his knowledge, to give his knowledge to participants. So we're excited to see that class run. But most of ours are teachers in the county. We try to, if it is at their site, like the pottery class, he is the pottery, teacher. I think they call it something else. Sorry, Tim. But he is the teacher by day. And so that's his equipment, his classroom. And that's what we try to do when we go to the different sites is let those teachers teach in their space,
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that you are on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Mm-hmm. You want to mention where the
links are?
How people can find you on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter?
Yeah, it's pretty much ACE, ACE. Okay. So we are still under the adult and career ed links. So if they just go to Lee Schools ACE, yes, leeschools.net/ACE. No, that's not Facebook.
We'll find it. We'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah, put it up on the screen. Okay, sorry.
It's okay. So, speaking of ACE, adult mm-hmm. and career education, mm-hmm. other than lifelong learning classes, you offer some other programs as well. You want to talk about those?
Yeah, so we're actually one of the biggest schools in the district. Our GED and ESOL classes, they are comprised of nearly 3,000 students. So we have a lot in and out of our classrooms by day and around the surrounding schools by night. So we have a huge program. So we do offer those English second language classes and then GED classes. And we also house the career tech ed department in ACE, and they have over 30,000 students in their programs, in their high school and middle school programs, and they've earned over 5,000 industry certifications. They have over 30 classes, or academies to choose from, and it's a phenomenal program. And so, yeah, we proudly house GED, ESOL, CTE, and lifelong learning. So we're kind of the department for every man. We provide services for the community and beyond, and our students, within the schools. So we're well-rounded.
All right, and that is www.leeschools.net/ACE for some of the other programs that are offered.
Yes, correct.
But if you want to sign up for a lifelong learning class, again, they've got a ton of different classes to take, 6 weeks, just a couple hours a week, and you can learn a lot of really cool things. Again, www.leeschools.net/LLC. If you're interested, go to that website, check out the different classes that are offered, and you can get registered and signed up for this next batch of classes. All right, Anne, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
Just register, fill up my classes. So that's it.
All right. Anne Burnett, lifelong learning classes.
Yes.
And adult and career education here at the School District of Lee County. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
All right. And thank you for watching and listening. We'll see you next time.